Hello, oh gorgeous ones. It's a glorious day here and I'm just walking to the shop. This is Emma Sydney, productivity and visibility coach, and today I wanted to talk about what happens when, or what can you do when you're slipping down the priority list and everything's just getting too much. There's so much going on and your health and your dreams and goals start to suffer. Because us as women, especially, we like to look after people. We are often, for each other and children and our parents and our husbands, the one that everyone goes to. And that does mean that when we're trying to be everything to everybody, we can slip down the priority list. Now, the number one thing you can do is generally adopt a practice of making sure you are at the top of the priority list. So you know what? You are empowered. This is why I talk about family leadership as much as I talk about business and work leadership, because actually we can all stand up and be leaders. And I believe leadership is about empowering others. And actually, you know what? I went away to university and I didn't know how to cook a cabbage. And I do think, people struggle to delegate at work and at home, and I know my parents did. And you know what? I'm not a parent, but I have experienced life as in a house share with a part-time child, and we have our stepdaughter I have my stepdaughter, but we have Gary's daughter who comes to stop. So I'm not unknown to this, but it starts with you. And you have to set the tone, and you have to be the one. And I often say, I can be harsh in all of this. If you decide that you're going to do everything all the time, and that's your general sort of scene setting, then that's what's going to happen, and that's reality. And yes, it can be tough to reverse that, but you know what? It's all about little steps, and it's all about looking at, well, what do we need as a family? And talking, and I've seen a lot of educational therapists talk about this, about having that family discussion and that family conversation, because you know what, kids aren't stupid, but they will, want an easy life. We're human beings at the end of the day, but treat them as you would want to be treated and empower them. Not like, give them a bank account at the age of 10 or whatever, but within what they can do. And it's about empowering them and equipping them to be able to be great human beings, because I believe we are caretakers for the next generation. We're not there to do everything for them. So anyway, that's just my kind of thing. So that's something you can do, is set the scene, and that's the same with your husband and your relationships and at work as well. Is to have that objectivity and take a step out of what you're doing now and go, okay, what can I do to make it that I can prioritise myself? What can I clear away? What can I stop doing? And what can I change that's not really that important? The other thing is, there's always going to be times where we have a lot on. And those times need to be less, not all the time, but it is going to happen. And when that happens, we need to go to minimum. We need to make sure we're doing the minimum things that we need for our own health and well-being. And that's for you to decide, but it might be simply making sure that you go for a walk every day. It might be eating fruit. I don't know, but that's the thing. And then it's like recovering from that and making sure you have the space to put yourself first once that emergency happens. If you're constantly stressed, it's not good for you, the rest of your family, your work life, or anything. So anyway, as I'm getting to some more of those people playing music, I better go. Have a fantastic day, and do get in touch if I can help you with this, because sometimes we can't see outside of our lives other than to know that we're stressed and we're tired and we need to do something. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to be your critical friend, your guide, your support through all of this, to help you deal with change. So have a fantastic day, and I'll speak to you soon.